Jennifer is with us. Jennifer is in Indianapolis. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
I have a question. So my husband and I own two small businesses that's our daytime jobs. And I'm starting a third one, but we're really struggling with budgeting for those businesses because they are not consistent income every month. And so knowing how to budget and our expenses, there isn't much personal expenses because we are debt-free other than our property. And so I'm just struggling of how to get started and how to plan with the inconsistent income.
And is this question more, Jennifer, for the businesses, how to budget for those specific small businesses, or the money you're bringing into your household budget?
Really for all of them, but more specifically the businesses.
Okay. And are you and your husband, is this the only type of work you guys do? Are these two businesses that you're running?
Yes, and I'm starting a third one that is...
Why?
I want to transition from my current role, and I have discovered that there are no resources, and so I would like to fill a need for my current position and step out of that and work into this other business.
Okay, I'll let you handle the business side. I can help you with the household budget though. So Jennifer, for you guys, you and your husband, y'all need to create, if you haven't already, obviously a pretty detailed budget for your household. And like you said, there's not many bills that have to be paid because you guys are debt free. You just have your property, your home that you owe money on. So we always talk about prioritizing. So it's giving first and making sure your four walls are covered: food, shelter, utilities, transportation. And then everything else underneath is prioritized line item wise by what's most important. And so for some months for you guys, if it's less than what you're bringing in, then you're gonna have to say, okay, we're gonna have to cut, the bottom three line items in the budget, or lower some of the amounts throughout the budget. So you kind of have a plan for the lower months. And then when you guys have high months, yes, go and enjoy some of that, but also keep some of that aside. So on the low months, you can even pull from that fund as well. So it's a little bit of kind of gymnastics throughout it, but having that in place, having a prioritized budget is really important. And then a fund to be able to say, we can pull from some of this money that's not an emergency fund, but just for those lower months to do what we need to do. So that's kind of on the household side, but I think Dave's a little perplexed.
The business that you're running now, what do you make?
Yes. I make $100,000 a year for mine.
Profit?
Yes.
And you want to start another business. Why?
So I'm a behavior consultant, and so I'm an independent contractor, and I have noticed a need, and I have in the business that I do, and so I'm looking to start something else that I would hopefully transition out of the independent contracting and into this other business.
Okay, so you're not in business. You're just an independent contractor.
Correct. Yeah.
By being in business, you just mean you're 1099. You don't operate a business with business expenses associated with it. You don't have employees. You don't have products. You simply work for someone on contract.
Yes, sir.
And you're calling that being in business. Okay, I got you. And you don't want to do that anymore. You want to do something else.
Correct.
And what is it you want to do?
I would like to have a subscription-based website.
Doing what?
Providing materials for people that are currently independent contractors.
To help kind of supplement the work that they're doing. Because as an independent contractor, you've realized, oh gosh, I wish I had this, and a lot of people need that, so I could step in that space. Okay.
I want you to just work on that at night.
That's what I'm currently doing.
Just as a side thing. And
nights and weekends.
That right now is worth $0, and the other's worth $100K.
Correct.
So, you're not going to transition out of that anytime soon.
Correct.
To get your subscription up to $100K and you get to quit doing your day job as a contractor, it's going to be a while. Okay, so let's just keep with that. Now, why is your $100,000 irregular?
It's each month I turn in billable hours, and so depending on schedules and things like that.
Well, what's your worst
it
month?
It can vary.
What's your lowest month?
$8,000.
Yeah, well, and you said you make $100,000. $8,000 is $100,000. 8,300 a month is 100,000.
Okay. So then my higher months can be upwards of 10.
Okay, so your variability is not that much. You could lay out a budget easily on $8,000 and then just do minor adjustments when you have a better month.
What's your husband make?
Around 160.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you have a $260,000 income to work with, and then you can adjust a little bit off of that. So you don't have a lot of variability, a lot of volatility in your income.
Not so much in mine. In my husband's, it's more seasonal work. And
yeah, but you can anticipate that. I mean, you can look up and go, because we're not doing a budget for November right now. We're doing a budget for July right now, or August. Okay, and he knows right now what August is going to look like. Yeah, pretty close.
For the most part,
pretty close. Yeah. You guys don't go to zero. You're making $250,000 a year. Okay, you don't go to zero. So you make enough money to run a budget on $20,000 a month, $15,000, $20,000 a month.
And the inconsistent
income and then
may
make the adjustments on the overages or the underages.
Yeah, that. And, you guys just may be able to live on way less than that. So what's going to adjust is just how much you save per month, right?
Exactly.
It may get to that point too. So, yeah, you guys are doing great, Jennifer. I mean, you guys are making
You're
incredible
making
money.
Serious money.
And I appreciate the intentionality around the budget, because I think for some people, when they are independent contractors or they're doing freelance work or there is this inconsistent income, a lot of people just write off a budget and say, well, I can't do a budget because I don't have a consistent income. So I think the question is really good, but you guys aren't in dire, you should be fine even on your low months.
You have a very consistent $15,000 to $17,000 a month. Very consistent. That you could easily do the budget on that part.
And I think your side gig, Jennifer, is awesome. I know friends in a field similar to what you're talking about. So anything that can help them, you see a need, that's when businesses and your passion really do help. So I encourage the work at nights and weekends of doing that. So I think that's exciting.
Absolutely. This thing started on a nights and weekend deal.